Hi guys, it's Lakshmi with Data Clarity, and I'm back with guideline number 3 of my 7 guidelines to pick the right BI tool for your business. If you're interested in the other guidelines, check out the comments. I'll post a link to my guidelines playlist. Now let's get started with guideline number 3, which, as you probably guessed by now, is data security and privacy. So you've decided to put your data into a BI tool for analysis. What's happening is you're exposing your data. You're making it available to more people than have had access to it before you started using a BI tool. And that can be scary. What if the wrong people get access to your data? How do you prevent proprietary data from leaving your network, your company network? So, to choose a BI tool that addresses these concerns, there are two questions you should answer that will help you safeguard your data. The first question to think about is, where should your data live? And the second one is, who should have access to your data in the BI tool? Let's talk about each of these questions. So, where should your data live? The thing to think about here is, do you need all your data to stay on premises, meaning inside your company network? Or are you okay with taking the data out of your company network and putting it in a cloud-based BI tool like, let's say, Google Data Studio? That is definitely something you should decide right in the beginning. The second thing is, if you are going with a cloud-based solution for a BI tool, do you have any geographical restrictions? So do you not want your data stored in certain zones around the world, or is that not a problem at all? So you'll see here that I've done a comparison of uh, Google Data Studio, Power BI, Tableau, and QLik. And so let's look at this. So for Google Data Studio, it does not offer you an option to have everything hosted on premises inside your company network. It is a purely cloud-based solution, whereas Power BI, Tableau, and QLik all offer on-premise options. So with Power BI, for example, you're installing the Power BI report server on a machine inside your company network. Same with Tableau server. And then the second question about restricting where your data is stored if you are going with a cloud-based option. Google Data Studio does not offer you any flexibility here, whereas a Power BI, Tableau, and QLik do offer you uh, the option to select countries or regions at the time you sign up. Power BI is very clear about not being able to change that once you have decided it, whereas Tableau and QLik do have some flexibility after each of your initial selections. So this table would make it very clear that if you're looking for an on-premise tool, or you're looking for a tool where you can restrict what zone your data goes into, then it's very clear that Google Data Studio is not for you. And that's great because you can just rule it out and focus on choosing between the other options out there. Moving on to the second question, who should have access to your data? So here you want to think about two aspects. One is, do you need to restrict access to data based on individual users? So let's say if you are the CEO of the company, are there people in your company who you want to look at these reports or the data, but you don't want them to look at all of the data, only some of it? And then the second aspect, which applies, I think, to a larger company, would be, are there certain roles or job functions that people have that should control what access they have to your data? So a common example is, if you have managers, sales managers in Asia Pacific region, do they need to look at Europe's sales figures and the reports? Maybe, maybe not. That is up to you. So I've given a comparison of some of the popular BI tools, again, Google Data Studio, Power BI, Tableau, and QLik. And as you can see, Google Data Studio is the only one that does not really let you control the access to data by user roles. You can do it by specific users, but not by user roles. Whereas Power BI, QLik, and Tableau each have functionality that allows you to do that. I won't get into the details of how you achieve this because it's different for each of these tools, and you can find it out very easily by glancing through the documentation. So to sum up, you have to make some decisions in order to safeguard your data. Decide first on an on-premise versus a cloud-based tool. Then decide, do you need user and role-based access to your data? And let these answers guide you in your choice of a BI tool. So if you have any questions, please drop a line in the comments or send me an email at info@dataclarity.com. My next guideline, which I'll be posting next week, is a really interesting one, and that's to pick a BI tool with an active, engaged user community. And why is this important? Well, watch the video next week to find out. And thanks for watching this one. Bye.